back. It's me again and again and again and again and again. So for this video, I'm going to show you and demonstrate to you the different hand signals in volleyball. So without further ado, let's get started. Authorization for service. This signal is used to start each rally. Start with the arm straight out from the shoulder. The arm is also parallel to the floor. Hand is open with the palm facing forward. Loss of rally. Extend the arm on the side of the team that won the rally. The arm should be straight out from the shoulder. Ball in. When the ball lands in the court within the boundary lines, this ball is indicated in. Signal by extending the arm with hand open toward the court. The arm should be 45 degrees away from the body. Point near the intersection of the attack line and sideline. The thumb should be next to the index finger without space between the fingers. Ball out. When the ball goes out of bounds without being touched by the defender, or the ball hits the antenna or crosses the net outside the antenna, you signal by raising both arms while keeping the upper arms parallel the floor. Hands are open with palms facing behind you. Your arms should be a comfortable distance apart to allow you an unobstructed view. Your signal should not look like a touchdown signal. Ball touch. These signals indicates the ball was touched by the player on the side the ball went out of bounds. Put your arms at 90 degrees on the side of the team that touched the ball. Brush the fingertips once with fingers of opposite hand. Only brush once. Line violation. When a ball passes completely beneath the net between the two net posts, you signal by extending your arms and pointing with the index finger to the middle of the line. Use the arm on the side of the team that committed the fault and the sign should be stationary. The same signal is used when a player commits a line violation of any kind. When a player is at fault, indicate the players at fault with an open hand. Catch. When the ball is caught or thrown, signal by extending your arm slightly toward the court at waist height with hand open and palm up. Slightly cup the hand with fingers together. Start at waist height and raise to shoulder level. Keep the hands away from the shoulder and outside the body line. Not in front of the body, but out of the side so everyone can see. Double contact. When you signal multiple contacts, raise your arm with the first two fingers extended. It's the arm on the side of the net where the fault occurred. Signal slightly to the side and above the head, not directly in front of you. Remember, multiple contacts are illegal during a team first attempt, provided they are done by a single playing action. Misconduct warning. Show a yellow card for warning. Misconduct penalty. Show a red card for penalty. Expulsion. Show both cards jointly for expulsion. A team member who is sanctioned by expulsion shall not play for the rest of the set and must remain seated in the penalty area with no other consequences. Disqualification. Show red and yellow card separately for disqualification. A team member who is sanctioned by disqualification must leave the competition control area for the remainder of the match with no other consequences. End of match. At the end of the match, direct the teams to the end lines without whistling. Extend your arms with the hands open. Next, whistle and bring hands together above the net to have team shake hands. Substitution. When a sub enters the substitution zone, this constitutes a formal request for substitution. The whistle is blown usually by the second referee to recognize the request. Signal by rotating the forearms with hand closed. Rotate in a circular motion, one around the other in front of your chest. Only use one or two rotations. Don't use open hands. Rotation. The signal for a position fault or rotation is held at waist height. Make a clockwise circular motion with the index finger pointed towards the floor. Make the circular motion no more than twice. After the signal, indicate the players at fault. You need to indicate what players in order to prevent a subsequent occurrence on the next whistle of service. That's all for today. I hope you learned something from my videos. Hi guys! So welcome to my video. And for today's video, I'm going to show you the basic fundamental skills of volleyball. So without further ado, let's get started. Underhand serve is a type of serve in which the player holds the ball in one hand, swing the other in arc motion below the waist, and strike the ball from the bottom with a fist to put it in play. Point your shoulder towards the net and your knees slightly, and bring your weak foot forward. This will be your left foot if you're right-handed. Hold the ball in the hand that's on the same side as your weak foot. Make a pendulum-like movement with your free arm, and hit the ball from underneath. You can choose to hit the ball with either open hand for greater precision or a closed hand for greater power. When you hit the ball, shift your body weight from your back foot to your front foot. Don't try to hit the ball hard. The power of yourself comes from the ample movement and speed of your arm. Float serve is a type of serve that does not spin. A float serve catches the air and can move unexpectedly to the right or to the left, or it can drop suddenly. Position yourself 2 to 3 meters behind the baseline and look at the area you want to aim the ball land. Toss the ball high into the air in front of you with your hitting hands. Move toward the ball. Follow its movement with your eyes and accelerate from the last 2 steps before the jump. Be careful not to step on the baseline or inside the court, as this is considered as foul. Jump up with knee in forward, hunching your body and pointing your free arms into the ball to keep you balanced while in the air. Prepare your hitting arms by bringing your arms go back, raise above your shoulder. Swing your hitting arms upward and forward, and hit the ball with your hand held flat and your arm outstretched. Jump serve is a type of serve where the serving player increases power and serve height by jumping to hit the ball. Position yourself 2 to 3 meters behind the baseline. Toss the ball and jump, just like in the previous example. Hit the center of the ball swiftly with your hand held flat. Keep your hitting arms outstretched and your wrists straight. Stop your arm as soon as you make contact with the ball, and don't allow it to drop down towards your hips. Hold your jump and don't follow the ball forward to obtain the floating knockable effect. Topspin serve has a much more predictable movement than the other types of serves, but it can still be very difficult to handle because of the quick speed that is generated. To serve a topspin, you toss the ball a little higher, step under the toss, and spike the ball underneath towards the top of the back in a down and outward motion. The arm follows all the way through with a wrist snap. The forearm pass is also called a bump because it is performed using the forearm to pump the ball. Move by sidestepping or cross-stepping to your position in the path of the ball. Spread your feet apart, slightly wider than your hips, and bend your knees slightly inward. Keep your back rounded and lean forward a little. Secondly, prepare. Clasp your hand in front of you and tilt them to form a flat surface for serving the ball. To link your arms together, clasp your hand by putting one palm over the other and folding your fingers. Thirdly, return the ball. Turn your pelvis and the flat surface of your arms to where you want to pass the ball. Hit the ball in front of you between your knees with the lower third of your forearm. Overhand pass. hitting the ball using an overhead playing motion to direct the ball to your teammate. For this serve, extend the arm holding the ball and toss it into the air. The ball should be tossed just above your head, slightly in front of you, and in line with your other arm. With your other arm, hit the center of the ball with a flat hand, sending it upward and forward. Keep your arm straight. When you hit the ball, shift your body weight from your back foot to your front foot. Positioning. Get under the ball in plenty of time and square your feet and shoulder to your target. Put your right foot slightly ahead of your left and keep knees slightly bent. Footwork. Place weight on left foot and transfer weight to right foot at contact. The correct body position is with ball, forehead, and hips in a vertical line. Strike. Set the ball just above the head. Upon contact, hands move forward only. Do not let the hands move towards the head upon contact, as this may result in a throw called by the ref. First, stay close to the net and keep their hands at shoulder level with their palm facing the net. Second, once the ball is set to a hitter, the blocker needs to follow the hitter and keep their eyes on them. Third, wait for the opponents to jump first and jump immediately after the attacker jumps. Fourth, while up in the air, reach and stretch your hand over the net. Fifth, make sure you angle your hands so that the ball will rebound off your hands and fall on the opponent's court instead of going out of bounds or coming onto your court. Approach. The hitter should line up slightly behind the 10-foot line with their left foot slightly in front and arm at the side. The hitter should then step forward with the right leg followed by the left. After the hitter hops forward and plant their feet firmly on the ground, they need to make sure that they are facing the setter. Then they have bent their knees and jump. Positioning. When hitting, the hitter should position themselves so that the ball is always in front of them. This requires practice. This is because the hitter has to be able to judge where the ball will be as soon as it leaves the setter's hand. Arm swing. To hit the volleyball properly, the hitter should quickly bring their left arm down after they jump and move their shoulders and hips around to hit the ball. The ball should be hit with the force of the whole body, not just with the arms and shoulders. Timing. Hitter also needs to time their approach to the ball. They should hit the ball just as they are coming down from their jump. The ball can be at its maximum height or at some other point in its trajectory, depending on the height to which the hitter can jump and the speed of the ball. That's all for today. I hope you learned something from my videos. It's me, Carissa Jane Amperia. Salute!